In this lecture, I want to introduce you for our symbol for the conjunction and for the rules accompanying that symbol. So our symbol for the conjunction and will be, naturally enough, the ampersand sign. That's pretty intuitive and straightforward. Less intuitively and less straightforwardly, sometimes logicians will use this upside down V symbol for that purpose, but that's not how we're going to do things in this course. I just wanted to make you aware of that fact in case you ever see things written that way. So, for example, in this course, suppose we want to symbolize the sentence grass is green and the sky is blue in terms of our logical notation. And suppose we let P abbreviate grass is green and we let Q abbreviate the sky is blue. Given those abbreviations, we would symbolize the sentence grass is green and the sky is blue as follows: P and Q. P ampersand Q. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. There are also a couple of rules that go along with this symbol, and these rules are also very intuitive and very straightforward. The first of these rules is conjunction introduction. It may be stated as follows: if one has a sentence on one line and another sentence on another line, one may write down a new line containing the conjunction of those two sentences. So here's an example of the rule applied. Consider the following sequence: P, Q, therefore P and Q. Now this sequence is self-evidently valid. It's obvious that if P is true and Q is true, it must also be the case that P and Q is true. And the rule that we've just introduced allows us to prove that this sequence is valid. So we begin, as always, by writing down our premises. The rule of conjunction introduction allows us, given these premises, to write down the conjunction P and Q. That follows from lines 1 and 2 via conjunction introduction. I should point out that I am permitted to write down this conjunction in any order, so if I wanted to, I could have inferred Q and P. But of course, that wouldn't have been what I was trying to prove. That would have been pointless, but the rule of conjunction introduction itself would have permitted me to do that. But as I said, the rule of conjunction introduction is intuitive and straightforward. The second rule that accompanies our new logical symbol, the ampersand sign, is also equally as intuitive and straightforward. It is just the reverse of conjunction introduction. It is conjunction elimination. So here's a statement of that rule. If one has a conjunction of two sentences on one line, one may write down a new line that contains only one of those sentences. So here is an example of the rule applied. Here's a sequence: P and Q, therefore P. Again, this sequence is self-evidently valid. If P and Q is true, then it must be the case that P is true. And our new rule allows us to prove that this sequence is valid. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll start out by writing down our premise. Then we apply the rule of conjunction elimination to get P from the conjunction P and Q. Now if we'd wanted to, we could have also inferred Q via conjunction elimination from the conjunction P and Q, but that would have been pointless because our purpose, at least in proving this sequence, was merely to get P, and we got that already. But still, the rule of conjunction elimination itself would have permitted me to infer Q. Okay, as I said, these rules are very simple, very straightforward. I'm going to go ahead and give you a few exercises from your book so that you can practice applying them.